Well, since y'all clapping, why don't you just start clapping for yourself? Amen. I think that sounds good. And I clap for the Creator that created you and brought you here today. I give him some. Well, my name is Anthony D. Shannon Sr., and I'm excited to be here today just to share with you some principles that I've learned on the journey of success. Whether you're shooting for success or you're just trying to become a better you, this word that I want to share with you today, you're going to need it. You're going to need it in your toolbox, and you need to have things in your toolbox up front before you tackle in the journey. Well, I want to talk to you today about something that I believe you're going to need. I had to have it, and that word is called commitment. The word commitment means simply an agreement to do something in the future. Another word for commitment is loyalty. See, the word loyalty just simply means stick to it, period. That means that you don't quit, you don't cave in, you don't back up, no matter what the challenge is, no matter what you got to go through, no matter what you have to face. You know, Vince Lombardi says that if you would agree to do no less than your best, you'll be surprised of the amazing life you can have. You know that it is amazing that many of us, we want to go to heaven. How many of you want to go to heaven? Let me see your hands. All right. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. You understand? So the thing about this, you have to make that up in your mind prior to entering in. And so I was in high school, and when I was in high school, I was on the football team as a freshman. Now, you coming in from middle school, you understand, you don't know nothing. You understand? So they told you're on a football team on varsity, and you're a freshman. Oh, I was smiling. So I decided, well, shoot, if I could make the football team, varsity, then surely I can make the varsity track team. So I go out for the track team. There's a guy there. His name is John Latham. He's 6'7". Craig James, he's 6'6". And all the rest of them on the 4x1, 4x2 teams, these boys was fast. But here I'm telling the coach, I'm going to make it. I'm talking smack. You understand? And he said, you have to race every last one of them. It's about 8 of them. I said, I got it. I'm thinking he's going to give me a break. He didn't give me a break. One after another, one after another. I want you to know that when it was over, I was over in the corner with my head down. And the coach comes over. His name is Coach Tellis. He says, Shannon, there's always next year. You know, you gave it a good try. I said, there's no next year. I said, I made a commitment. And I made a commitment I was going to make the varsity track team. He said, well, you didn't make it on running. So you're going to have to decide something else. I said, what else is there to do? He said, you ever pole vaulted? I said, pole vaulted. Not sure what it is, but it don't sound like it's too hard. So if you talk, I'll get it. He gave me a book and a stick. So then I hear all these friends talking about when they see me over there, taking the stick, I put it in the wrong hole. I took the stick, it wrapped around me. They were like, you ain't going to do this. No one's ever had a pole vaulter in Detroit. This is Detroit, Persia. This is not some suburb school. Who do you think you are, bud? Then I remember this quote. It says, never let somebody else's doubts of you or your dream turn into doubts into your own head. So I began to tell myself, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do this. Yes, you can. I didn't come this far just to come this far. I came this far to win. And so I decided, matter of fact, let me just take a page out of Cheryl. She's here. And you say these words right after me and say, I am destined for greatness. I am a magnet for success. Now give yourself a hand clap if you believe that. You ain't come this far just to come this far. You came this far to win. And so I decided, let me go do what I got to do. I went to homework. I got on and started looking at videos, and I started looking at things in the Olympics about pole vaulting. And I began to work day in, day out. And I need you to understand this. And my coach tell us, he would look at me. And then one day I found something clicked. It clicked, and I took that pole, I hit it, and I pulled myself up and went over. It was only 3 feet, but I was happy. I was like, look at me, boy, I done did that thing. The coach came over there and said, you might really want to do something here. I see you've been persistent. You've been consistent. Your cognitive mind, you haven't give up. I hear all of these people talking negative about you. I said, no, sir, coach. I said, I'm making the team. He said, that's 3 feet. Let's move it up to 4 feet. If you can do 4 feet, you'll make the team. I said, I bet you I'll make 4 feet. 3 feet ain't nothing, boy. So I hit it. I ran, and I didn't get it. He said, I'm going to give you one more try. So I said, let me go back. I am fast. Now, I didn't beat his fastest team, but I made enough to make all of them shake my hand. So I said, let me go back and get me some more momentum. I went, I hit it. I went over. It was 5 feet. He was like, you make the team. I need you to understand, Troy Perkins never had ever. I was the first pole vaulter they ever had. But I got so good that I made all state. I even went to the nationals, but I ain't do too good. But guess what? I was there with my pole vault. And I said, this is what commitment will make you do. I need you to understand that same persistence that I learned of commitment helped me later when I went to the Eastern Kentucky University. And they told us we could break the record in order to make it, just make it to the Olympic trials. We did it. Day in, day out, we put the time in. And I'll never forget running up against, I don't know if y'all know who he was, but Carl Lewis and Calvin Smith. I'm running up against Calvin Smith. I'm in the third, my leg, and I'm running. I'm beating him. I promise you, I was whooping on him. I'm running like this. I'm doing good. And then I turn and I look and I see it's Calvin Smith. And in my head, I go, am I beating Calvin Smith? Oh, I can't believe I'm beating Calvin Smith. And then I said, I ain't supposed to be beating Calvin Smith. And he started running ahead of me. And I said, no, I can't believe this. And something inside of me said, what about your commitment? What about what you said you would do? You will not settle for less than you're able to give in your best. I said, that ain't my best. I start picking it up. I start catching. But he started looking at me. And I start saying, hey! And I start rolling. And I start leaning. And I passed the baton. And guess what? We made it to the Olympic trials. And I tell you what, commitment will make you do it. So I don't care what you're going through. I don't care where you're stuck at. I don't care who you are. You're going to need somebody to believe in your dream. Not only do you need to believe, but there's a moment in mind that you're going to need somebody like Coach Tellis who believed in me and said, let's do it. And guess what? I am that coach for you. If you need something, you need some encouragement, you need to get pushed or catapulted, you need to contact me, Anthony D. Shannon, at theconsultinggroup.com. I will help you overcome. I will be the one that say, you can do it. Oh, yes, you can. Won't you give God a hand clap? See you later. Peace.